Good morning, YouTube. At present, I've set foot on the soil of two countries in the world, Australia and New Caledonia. Today, I'm going to make it three. We're at Mystery Island, which is part of Vanuatu. On our journey so far, we've slipped up the coast of Australia from Sydney to Brisbane and then sailed across to the Isle of Pines. Then, last night, we continued on to the southern tip of Vanuatu. Mystery Island is a small uninhabited island off the coast of Aneityum, which is the southernmost island in Vanuatu. The indigenous name for Mystery Island is Inyeg. How do you know? Queen Elizabeth herself visited this island for a picnic in 1975 and was entranced by the place. Locals travel over from Aneityum for the day to run facilities for the island and sell crafts. The cruise industry has been very beneficial to the people who live nearby. Mystery Island has an area of 1.5 square kilometres and a population of 0. People from a nearby island come over to sell things and offer services to the tourists. The reason that it's uninhabited is that, according to local tradition, the island is haunted by night ghosts. But then one of the locals on Aneityum told us that that's all a bit of a load of nonsense and no one has ever actually believed that. There was cannibalism practiced on Mystery Island in the pre-Christian days, which probably doesn't make it the most appealing place to settle down. But ultimately, the island is so small, it's not really big enough to set up much of a settlement on. The sand here is very different to the Isle of Pines. While they're both equally white, the sand on Isle of Pines is very fine, almost like a powder. The sand here is quite coarse, like broken up shells. The airfield on Mystery Island was built for the US Air Force during World War II. Having enjoyed a quick dip in the water, we were going to catch a boat over to Aneityum to see how the locals live in their villages. Kind of like we're heading to Jurassic Park.
It does.
Aneityum had a population of just 915 in 2009. So they have a special leaf here called an imba, which is like a passport. So as we approach the village, a volunteer has to go up and present the leaf and tell the warriors we come in peace. Otherwise, they'll attack us. It was divided into 7 chiefdoms when Europeans first made contact in 1830. The main industry here is tourism, with cruise ships playing a vital role. Small-scale pine logging also provides income. Archaeological evidence suggests the locals have lived here for around 3,000 years. Like the Kanaks of New Caledonia, they are believed to be descended from the Lapita culture. The interior of the island features mountains and dark forests. Christianity first came to Vanuatu in the 1800s. The locals here view it as a very positive impact on their culture and credit it with ending practices such as cannibalism. You get a real sense of walking among the people as you travel from the beach to the village. As we approach the village, the alarm is sounded and the warriors come to confront us at the gate. The chief approaches and the imba is presented. The chief removes the stick from the gateway, signalling we are welcome to enter the village.
Maya in our language means yes, and you're welcome to the tour.
Our first tour guide apologised for his speech. English is his 4th language. The coconut tree is of vital importance in village life. They use every part of the tree. The leaves are weaved into hats and baskets. Roots, coconut shell, flesh, they all have their uses.
Scrape the coconut flesh using a scraper.
There was an amusing moment as our guide was explaining the uses of the coconut, and then his phone beeped with a Facebook Messenger notification. Just a reminder that villages like this are a fascinating mix of the old and the new. The traditional way of lighting a fire looks like hard work. They don't do it this way anymore.
Take a seat area, for example, these are the brooms and these are the leaves. After that, you rip in the middle, you tie them together, and then after that, you join another one here, do exactly the same, join it here, and so on until you can have 800-meter long fishing net. So this is a fishing net made from coconut tree. Place rocks all the way around. And if you have carrot fishing,
They still do a lot of cooking the traditional way.
today we're going to try some cassava with fresh coconut leaf. We have banana, different types of
This is how they catch a chook for dinner. They'd already done this demonstration earlier today, and Mother Hen was starting to get a little bit wise to it.
Mother chicken, follow, save your daughter.
Mother chicken's going, yeah, I'll feed you out.
In the end,
Oh, she's
she tripped the trap herself, catching her
naughty.
chick.
Oh.
Then after that, chicken still eating.
Yeah. Oh, well. That's how they catch a dinner, Harry.
We sampled a selection of local fruit.
For choosing the tour, and that so we have 7 cows there.
Awesome.
The price of fuel here is very high, so they do all their cooking with open fires. No cooking with electricity or gas. Traditionally, the tribes wouldn't intermarry because they didn't want to share their secrets, like the kinds of medicines that they used. Now that the island is Christian, they do intermarry a lot more, but there are still some families that don't. So that was quite an experience, and this wasn't all just put off the show. This is the village where they really live, and they showed us how they live, and yeah, it was really cool. Very, very interesting experience.
Did you know that here in Vanuatu, this place, there are like 100 types of bananas, and some are basically, you can't eat them raw at all. You need to cook them up and make them into a little dish that they eat.
Up in the distance there, you can see the ruins of the mission where the original missionary worked. And up here are the ruins of his house.
I won't hurt you. Don't shake your head.
Harry had a close encounter with a lizard.
He's just going to stick him on your shoulder. Oh, look at him go. He's on your head. Look at him go. Good boy. You did it. He's noticed is the quietest and the stillest he's been all trip.
I don't want to hurt him.
Aww.
Good boy.
Don't they look gorgeous?
There's just like pieces of coral everywhere around this beach. It's like the all like the sand and stuff. It's like, I think it might be like bits of coral and stuff. Like, it's really cool.
What do you got, Harry?
Coconut.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I got one too.
Yeah, it's good.
Mystery Island is surrounded by a beautiful coral reef. It really is like an alien world down here, and so different to Isle of Pines. Well, that current was absolutely exhausting, so I'm taking a minute to enjoy the deck chair and have a read in paradise by the beach. By the way, thanks to the guy who commented on Facebook and suggested these clamshells. They're great. Thanks. So we got this Cluedo puzzle yesterday. We had to do various puzzles to find clues. So this one was easy, I managed to solve that. This is a word search. We found all the words. Apparently, somehow, by finding the words, it's supposed to reveal a clue. But I'll be blown if I know what that means or where the clue is. Like, now what? I found the words, okay, that's nice. And then this is a cipher, so I can probably figure that out. But then, so that was hidden clues. Today is called Cryptic Clues. And if this isn't already cryptic enough, trying to figure out where the clue is in that, then I don't think I'm going to have a hope of today's one.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe you can. Okay, this one is a lot easier than I thought it was. I thought it was some kind of like a Caesar cipher or something, so I'm like writing out a reversed alphabet to try and see if that makes any sense, which it didn't, so I thought, well, maybe it's like, you know, A is B and B is C and so forth, but no. I've just realised it's actually words backwards. A-L-P-H-A, alphabet, reverse. No, it turns out I was right all along. It is a reversed alphabet, but I was trying to do the reversed alphabet with this hint, which doesn't make sense, because the hint is not reversed alphabet, the hint is just backwards words. But this is a reverse alphabet. So I was trying to decode this with a reverse alphabet, and it was meaningless. I never would have solved that if I hadn't played King's Quest by Sierra when I was a kid. Guessing the gnome's name, you do that with a reverse alphabet. Today's international flavour is India.
Can I pass you a particular one, Harry?
Have you had a bit too much sun, Harrison? Look at his awesome hat. I actually got this in Noumea on our last cruise, so you know. To go with my dress from Queen the Label.
There's another the.
Yeah? We've got the.
I'm finding all like the 3-lettered words.
Beyond me.
Let's see what the towel animal of the day today is.
Time to see what the towel animal of the day is.
Oh, it's so cute!
That is so cute. It's an elephant. Let's try not.
G'day, mate.
Dad, let's try not to destroy this one like we did with every other one.
Everyone? I don't know. But yes, let's take good care of him. Our day on Mystery Island and Aneityum was such an incredible time. Getting to go and see the locals in their traditional village, and then going under the water and getting to look at that coral reef. It really was the experience of a lifetime. And I think during this time of COVID-19, it's more important than ever that we share these experiences with each other. It's one of the big reasons we do this vlog, to share the sights of Tasmania and beyond. And during those times when we do get to go beyond, well, it's extra exciting. So continue following us on this adventure by subscribing to this channel. And do click that like button, it really does help. Next time, we are going to be going to the capital city of Vanuatu, Port Vila. So, I hope you enjoy that. Join us for that next time. Hope you have a great week.